openSUSE Leap 16.0. What's new and why it matters. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're into Linux distributions that balance stability, innovation, and community support, I got some exciting news for you. Yesterday, on October 1st, 2025, the openSUSE project released Leap 16.0, a major update that's being called the start of new chapter for this popular fixed release distro. In this video, we will break down what's new, why it's worth your attention, and how you can get started with it. So, let's jump in. First off, a quick overview. openSUSE Leap 16.0 is built on the solid foundation of SUSE Linux Enterprise Server 16, which means it shares the same source code and binary compatibility. This hybrid approach combines community-driven features with enterprise-grade reliability, making it ideal for developers, system administrators, and even everyday users who want a dependable Linux experience without the constant churn of rolling releases. One standout perk: you get 24 months of free maintenance and security updates, something no other community distros offers at zero cost. As release manager Lubos Ockman puts it, this makes Leap a prime choice for vendors and devs targeting real-world solution. Now, let's talk about the big changes. Starting with the installation. Leap 16 introduces the brand new Agama Installer, ditching the older YAST-based one for a modern, streamlined setup. Agama is a service-based, meaning it's flexible and can be controlled remotely through a web browser or a command line, which is perfect for headless servers or remote deployments. If you are upgrading from Leap 15, there's also a new migration tool that simplifies the process. And it even lets you switch to other openSUSE flavors like the rolling tumbleweed, the slower paced slow roll, or even SUSE Enterprise Edition. Under the hood, performance gets a boost too. The Zipper Package Manager now supports parallel downloads, which speeds up installing and updating software noticeably. On the security front, SE Linux is now the default Linux security module, though you can switch to AppArmor if you prefer. The whole system is 2038 safe, avoiding potential date-related issue down the line. Hardware-wise, Leap 16 requires at least an x86-64 version 2 CPU architecture. That's generally processors from 2008 or newer. If your hardware is older, no worries. You can migrate to Tumbleweed or Slow Roll instead. Also, 32-bit support is turned off by default to streamline things, but you can enable it manually for apps like Steam that still needs those libraries. Speaking of software, Leap 16 comes powered by the Linux kernel 6.12 LTS for long-term stability. For your desktop, you got fresh options: KDE Plasma 6.4 for a customizable, feature-rich experience, GNOME 48 for a clean, modern workflow, and XFCE 4.20, which now includes experimental VLAN support for better graphics performance. User space drivers are installed automatically, so you get graphical acceleration right out of the box. One note for gamers: the Steam package has been removed from the non-OSS repo, but you can still add it manually if needed. This release also marks a shift in the lifecycle plan. Expect annual minor updates, continuing through to Leap 16.6 in 2031, with a full successor planned for 2032, unless the project decides on strategic tweaks along the way. The immutable server variant, Leap Micro, is aligning with this schedule too, making it easier for server admins to stay current. If you are ready to try it, head over to the get.opensuse.org to download the ISO. For existing users, upgrading is as simple as running zipper dupe after updating your repositories, or using the new migration tool for a guided experience. Be sure to check the known bugs on the project's wiki and leave feedback via their survey if you run into anything. In summary, openSUSE Leap 16.0 is a robust, forward-looking release that strengthens its position as a go-to for stable Linux computing. Whether you are building apps, managing servers, or just want a reliable daily driver, it delivers. Have you installed Leap 16 yet? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear about your experience. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that like button, subscribe for more Linux content, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.